Hello friends, welcome back to another video at Sweet Smith Home. Today's video is a little different. If you have not noticed by the title, I'm going to be talking about our journey with secondary infertility, and right now I just parked in front of a wellness center where I'm going to talk to an acupuncturist. So I'm a little jittery about that. Can't believe I'm actually doing this, but I wanted to talk a little bit about the infertility before the acupuncture appointment, but I need to be in there in like 2 minutes, so that's not enough time. So I'm gonna go possibly get acupuncture, and then I'll talk a little more about it. So let me know if you guys have had acupuncture before. Let me know in the comments, and if you haven't, stick around because I'm going to be talking about it. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe for more of Sweet Smith Home. Follow along on our infertility journey. Okay, I'm stalling at this point. Gotta go.
Brittany?
Can I serve for you?
Let's do the 12 count nugget meal, large size with a root beer.
12 count, large size with the root?
Yes.
What else for you?
That'll be it.
All right. Time for Brittany?
Yes.
Here you go.
Thank you.
This for you.
Thank you so much.
I got root beer because I cut out caffeine. Wow. Loved it, by the way. Loved it. It was wonderful. So I spent the first like 20 minutes talking with the acupuncturist, and she was so sweet, and she just asked me a lot of questions about my story and about our infertility and just some symptoms that I've been having. And then we did the acupuncture. She put little needles like down like where my ovaries and uterus are, and then kind of up here because I have been struggling with like nausea and bloating and stuff, and then some in my wrists and in my feet. And honestly, only one of them hurt up here, and I let her know and she kind of fixed it. And then my foot, when it went in, it hurt, but then I didn't really think anything of it, and then I laid there for 25 minutes and pretty much took a nap. So it was super relaxing, and I'm gonna go back next week. A little bit about our story is we do have 2 children already, so we are struggling with secondary infertility. And our 2 children happened very naturally, very easily. We assume we were like extra fertile, and our 2 kids are 14 months apart. So when my son was about 6 months old, we stopped using any form of protection. We thought that it would just be a few months before we were pregnant again, and it took 19 months. A lot of stuff was happening during those 19 months, and so we didn't really seek out help. We just kind of kept thinking it would happen because our first 2, it happened so quickly. So I just knew it would happen the next month. I just knew it would happen the next month. I just knew it would happen the next month, you know, that kind of thing. I did take a supplement, and we tried pre-seed, and I started tracking, and I noticed that I was ovulating every month, and I have a pretty regular cycle, all that kind of stuff. Well, we ended up about 19 months with no protection. I did end up getting pregnant, so I was like right at that point where I had kind of talked to my OB and was I just needed to make the call to schedule to get us tested, and I ended up getting pregnant. So we didn't take any testing, but at my first ultrasound, we realized that there was no heartbeat, and I tried to miscarry naturally, and 2 weeks later, at 10 weeks, with a baby measuring only 6 weeks, I had a D&C. I was told to wait 3 months before trying again, but my husband and I, we just never prevented. I got my cycle back right after. I actually went and I started working at a school. I went back to being a teacher for a semester. Right at that point where my OB was like, this is when you need to come in if you haven't been pregnant yet, it just started hitting us with moving and selling our house and finding a place to live in Colorado and just all of that stuff. And so there was just a lot going on, and we decided to not go through with testing in Texas. And in my mind, I was like, well, we'll just move to Colorado and we'll do some infertility testing there. And then when I called, a actual reproductive endocrinologist. So I don't even have an OB here yet. When I called the endocrinologist, their first appointment for me, their first availability was December, which I just didn't expect that. I really didn't. I knew like that sometimes they take a long time to fill up, or they take a long time to get in. I just wasn't expecting like 3.5 months. And so that's kind of where we're at. And I was like, what am I gonna do during this waiting for this specialist appointment? So I did cut out caffeine because I drink a lot of caffeine. I would drink a coffee every day, and I would drink a Coke with lunch and dinner. So that's a ton of caffeine. And so I did cut out caffeine in the sense of I drink a decaf coffee in the morning, and I've been switching to root beer and caffeine-free Diet Coke. I can't find caffeine-free Coke anywhere though, so if you're in Colorado and you know what store sells them, let me know. And honestly, this was Dallas's idea. He was like, why don't you go see an acupuncturist? Why don't you go get acupuncture? And so I started reading it. This lady, this woman, she's so sweet. She's written a book. She's seen countless people. She is a fertility acupuncturist. So that is her specialty, is fertility treatment. And she works very closely with the endocrinologist, reproductive endocrinologist that I will be seeing in December. But she told me that she's really hopeful and she's really positive, and she gave me some supplements, and she's like, honestly, I don't think I'll need to see you for very long, and my hope and goal is that you won't even need to go to this specialist appointment. So that is that. I don't know. We'll see how it works out. If you've had any success with acupuncture, please leave that in the comments below, whether or not it's infertility. I would love to hear any acupuncture success, because I honestly don't think I know anyone who's openly told me that they've had acupuncture before. So let me know in the comments below. And yeah, if you want to follow along with this journey, if you want me to put more out there about our journey with secondary infertility and kind of what happens next, let me know, because it's not something that's very much talked about, obviously, especially secondary infertility. We know that we are blessed with 2 beautiful children. They are our world. We love them. We just do want more children, and we do feel like there are going to be more children that are added to our family, and so it's been really hard. So I'm here. If you need anyone to talk to, just shoot me a message. Follow us on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram as we explore the mountains in our new city here. But I'll try to keep y'all updated. I'm feeling very hopeful, and I think that's why I liked the appointment so much, is she was super positive. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in my next video.